Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to a new review on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be doing a round 2 AFL 2022 preview. Alright guys, now I know they haven't uploaded for a few days. This was a spur last moment kind of thing. Today is the Thursday 24th of March, so I'd be considered quite lucky to get this one in. This morning I was having a think, what can I do for a video? I need to do something today. What can I do? And I came up with this. So today I'm going to be previewing round 2 now. I have officially decided that round reviews are its own thing. So round reviews will be its own thing on Tuesday, round previews Wednesday. That's how it's going to work now. Now I know today's Thursday, but yeah. Anyway, that's how things are rolling. So let's go ahead and hop right into the round 2 preview. So first game, which is tonight, we have the Bulldogs and the Blues at Marvel Stadium. Now, there's a couple of big outs for both teams due to COVID. Now, we do know that Carlton at this stage have Silvani. I'm pretty sure it was Silvani and Shearer. And the Blues will be without Bailey Smith, but that does include the inclusion of Jamari Ugle-Hagan for the Blues and for the Dogs. And the most important one for the Blues, most certainly, Sam Walsh, the number 1 pick. So he'll be back. There'll probably be some late changes made in tonight's game. I do see this one being a little bit closer than what expected in my tipping. I said the Doggies by 19. I still think they'll hold that 19-point margin, even after these changes. But Walsh, he's going to be a big welcome back for the Blues. And interesting to see how their midfield will be working out tonight. Now, onto the Swans and the Cats tomorrow night. SCG primetime under lights. This one's really exciting. This is a Buddy's race for 1,000. It is now, or you wait till round 4 until you play the Roos at home. And I really wanted to get it done at home. I don't really want to have it away. So I really want it to be this game. He has to try and kick 4 this game. He's got to try and really do it. Phil Davis did a really good job last week on Buddy, keeping him to 1 goal, which was from a free kick. So not really anything to do with Davis, and he was fantastic in defence, was Phil Davis. But this week, coming up against the really good team in Geelong. Now, Geelong last week, they smashed the Bombers by 66 points, and a team that is considered to be making the finals this year in Essendon, they did a pretty good job of smashing them. Now, the Sydney Swans, though, I feel like they will get the job done. Definitely 1 to 10 points, though. Not really going to be a massive margin. Close game, though. I have Sydney taking it out by, pretty sure it's 8 points. 8 points, yeah. 8 points, and I do have Buddy getting to the 1,000 goals. Now, for Saturday, we have the Collingwood Magpies versus the Adelaide Crows at the MCG. Now, this one, really, I could see going either way, especially if it was the Adelaide Oval. I would see this one being one of the hardest games to tip on this round, but I think it was made quite easy considering Collingwood are playing at home, and it's the Crows away from home. And the Crows were very impressive last week against the Fremantle Dockers, managing to have a 1-point loss. Their first half was not good enough, so they could really come out, and they could actually win this game. I'm not saying that the Pies will not win, but I'm saying that the Crows could actually come out and win this game, and so could the Pies. Now, we do know the Pies do play their best footy in round number 1. They competed last year against the Doggies, and now this year against the Saints. And yeah, so I think the Pies are good. I think the Crows are good as well. And I feel like this could be a 50-50. Now we hop on to Essendon versus Brisbane. I tipped Collingwood by 7. Essendon Brisbane. I feel like Brisbane will definitely be going favourites into this one, even though it's away from home and they don't play the best at Marvel. But I still feel like it's Essendon last week coming off of a big loss. I still don't feel like they'll be able to get together. Again, I do see Essendon a chance. I definitely do not rule them out. I do not say, Brisbane's winning 100%. I see the Bombers a chance, but I see the Lions a way bigger chance. Especially how Essendon were last week. Although Brisbane, they were definitely not their best side either. They will be without Mitch Robinson this week. But yeah, I feel like they'll be able to get the job done. I tipped them by, I think it was 27. I think. Was it 27? I'm pretty sure it was about that. It was that late 20s mark, I'm pretty sure. Now, we have got the Saturday Nighters. Power, Hawks, Gold Coast, D's. So, Power Hawks, this is at the Adelaide Oval. I think this was probably one of the easiest games to tip on this round. There could be an upset. I'm not ruling any upsets out. But I do feel like the Power will get the job done. And I tipped them by about, I think it was about the high 40s. I think it was 45, 46, 47, something like that. A big margin. I think Power will be fantastic. Back to their red hot best in this match. You could say they were definitely not there last week, so I think they're going to be right back up this week. Now, Gold Coast Melbourne, Metcon Stadium. This one was also pretty easy to tip. I have the D's winning this one by about, again, the same margin, around that 40 to 50 point margin. Again, I don't think Gold Coast will be playing their best. Now, we are going to be hopping on to the Sunday matches, although we are just going to finish up with the Saturday games. I do have both of these games not being the best games to watch either. That's why I have such a big margin to these two teams. Power, Melbourne are really top 4 teams, and these two teams, Gold Coast, Hawthorn, may not have their best seasons. Now, North West Coast Marvel Stadium. This is probably one of the most interesting games as well heading into this round. I feel like the Sunday games do have a fair bit of interest about them. I think this is kind of a game which will decide who is the better team out of North and West Coast, and then we kind of head into 4 teams that would be liking to make the top 8, so we'll be discussing them soon. Although now we have got North Melbourne versus West Coast. I feel like this one is a really interesting game. And I feel like either team could win as well. North could win, West Coast could win. I feel like North are the favourites, considering it's at Marvel. If West Coast can't win at home, they can't win away. That is the kind of quote I have. If they can't win at home, they definitely cannot win away. As we saw, their performances away from home last year were dreadful. So I feel like this one is an easy, well, not an easy, but I think like North around that 13-point mark could get the job done. At Marvel, I feel like they are just a better team, and because it's West Coast away are not that good. Alright, so here we are back again. I just had to go AFK real quick. But anyway, we're back. Richmond versus GWS, MCG, 250 on the Sunday. Now this one, I found this one quite hard to tip, and I would have tipped the Giants on any old occasion. If it was at a Giants stadium, or if it was at Marvel Stadium, I would have tipped the Giants as well. But because of the MCG and the Tigers are going to have their home crowd there, and they really do get behind their Tigers, I feel like this one is a Tiger win. Not by much. I think I tipped 8 points with this one. I feel like this one's going to be close. One of the games of the round. And these are 2 teams fighting for finals as well. GWS want to get on the winners list, but one of these teams will be going 0-2. It is almost hard to believe this as well. Team going 0-2, and then here, if the Power lose, they'll go 0-2. And if the Pies win this game, they'll go 2-0. And then, there's some very interesting points. And if the Doggies lose against the Blues, they'll go 0-2. So this is an interesting, really interesting start. But yeah, one of these 2 teams will go 0-2. But this is such a tight matchup. And I feel like whichever team loses, they'll definitely be coming back as well. I feel like both these 2 teams are primed to have better years than last year. So, yeah, let's just see how they go. Freo St Kilda is the final game of the round. I have this one being an interesting game as well. Freo St Kilda, although it's at Optus, it is a Freo win. And again, if the Saints lose, they'll go 0-2. And I feel like they were potentially like a team that could have been making the finals as well. This year were the Saints, or they were one of the teams that were contending anyway for the finals. And the Dockers, though, they are a better team. I feel like they will make the 8 this year. So that's why I have them winning this one. Alright, I think it is time to go back through my tips for this round, who I have winning. So I have the Doggies winning by that 19-point margin on the Thursday night, which is tonight. I have the Swannies winning by 8 on Friday. I have the Pies winning by 7 against the Crows. I have the Lions winning by about 27 over the Dons. I have the Power beating the Hawks quite convincingly by about 40 to 50 points. Same for the D's. Suns, I have the D's winning by 40 to 50 points. On the Sunday, these are all pretty close games. I have North Melbourne winning by about 13 points. I have Richmond winning by about 8. And I have Freo winning by, I don't even know what the margin was that I tipped them to win by. So I'll go and check. So I went and checked and had the Dockers winning by about 13 as well. So very interesting round of footy. I feel like this round is very important, as the next few rounds are rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where you get a good taste. Normally, you'll have your go at an easy and a hard team in that first part, and then we can kind of see where teams are at. But yeah, that's my predictions. You guys can let me know your predictions in the comment section, and you guys can let me know, do you think Buddy's getting 1,000? Now, if you want to head over to tipping as well, my margin comp video is also out. The tipping game is Sydney versus Geelong. So if you haven't tipped, go and tip on that game now. It'll be pretty clear to see as these two teams are on the thumbnail. And also, you guys let me know in that tipping video if you think Buddy will get 1,000. You guys can let me know your thoughts in this video in the comment section. But yeah, interesting round of footy coming up. Thank you guys all so much for watching. This is a new thing on the channel now. This is going to be coming out every Wednesday. And round reviews will be its own thing. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys will never miss another video on the channel. And guys all so much for watching. So bye everyone. Flaming footy out.